Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to what is likely to be the last Monday live stream for the foreseeable future. Those who don't know, my work schedule has changed to where I'm no longer going to have Mondays off, and Wednesdays are going to be the new day off, unless something happens. There is a chance that that might change as well, but for now, I'm going to be moving from the occasional Monday stream to maybe sometimes on Wednesdays. However, next Wednesday, May 20th, not this week, but the following one, I will be streaming because it'll be my birthday. So if you'd like to come by, say hi, I will be live on Wednesday, May 20th, just chilling. Probably going to be playing a variety of games that day instead of just doing the Let's Play, but we'll see. I might be at a really interesting part of this series, and so I might want to just spend more time diving into it. Haven't really decided at this point, but I hope y'all will stop by, and yeah, let's jump back into it. Now, before we get started, as always, I'm going to go over the comment section on yesterday's video first, which we actually have quite a few from Wolfsbane Art yesterday. Giving us some helpful information for the City of Lost Ships. Alright, so from what he can remember from the original City of Abandoned Ships, chest in the crack of Ferdinanda is the only safe chest, which is the one where we've already gone to and got the items from Teaser Dan that had left behind in that chest. That is supposedly going to be the only safe chest for storing stuff for ourselves. So as we loot this place, we're going to want to move things to that chest. Our carry capacity is much lower in this game because we don't have the totem that makes it so that we have a much higher carry capacity. So there's going to be a point where you're going to, unfortunately, have me swimming back and forth to that ship to dump items. It's going to happen at some point. But for now, we're trying to figure out all these quests that we're getting from it, talking to the NPCs, and then we'll see if we can figure all those out, and then we'll loot the place. The clans are Caspers and Narwhals. Their property are pretty much the same as in Caribbean Legends. Caspers own the same ships as Ravados did, besides the Protector, probably. You can't be so diplomatic with the clans as in Caribbean Legend. Here, they're all aggressive. Keys for chests are scattered across the city. You should find them all, since there's no person who sells them. There's a specific key for the chest in Tartarus Crack with Hanging Skeleton. To spawn this key and start this mini-quest, first of all, you need to find that skeleton and chest, and then ask around about gossips. You'll be told that Admiral searches for some key he lost, and you should find this one before Chad does. As far as we know, that key with Tartarus is going to be the skeleton of Leighton Dexter, who's the one that's disappeared, that we were told about. Alright, and then we've got some more information here. Let me see if I can find out pretty much in order. Wolfsbane Art was saying that he still remembers finding the city very scary and ominous when he was a child, teen. Swimming across it gave me scares since I knew that at the bottom there were crabs and I didn't know that they can't just rise up and eat me alive while I'm swimming. Totally understandable. I also have a rational fear of deep water. It even occasionally kicks in when I'm in like a swimming pool that has a deep end. Where even though I know there's nothing else in the water, my mind will like start trying to like tell me that maybe there is, and I should be cautious of it. Yeah. That's always been fun to deal with. All right, and then we've got, yes, this perk was not introduced here. The perk we're talking about is the one I mentioned before where I had the ability to basically loot any chest I wanted in front of people and wouldn't get caught. So unfortunately we are going to have to do some save scumming at one point to loot the chest that is near, that's in Chad Capper's room. Otherwise we will have issues with looting some of the chests because the guards will randomly turn around and catch us in the act, and then we'll have to reload. Let me see here. What one was next? This one's pretty interesting, actually. Augusto Brams is a banker. He can lend you money, but please don't take any unless you'll return the debt. Otherwise, you won't like the consequences. That seems to be the consensus of all the island goers, too, to avoid doing that. And I guess somebody in the translation team decided to translate his surname, Capper, which is synonymous with privateer. Yeah, Chad Privateer, that was kind of weird coming across, because I'm used to seeing as Capper or Chapper, one of those. And then we've got... last one here. Mortuary Sword, or should I say Wallen Rapier, is my favorite heavy weapon in the game. Has simple and elegant looks, good damage, and doesn't weigh as a frickin' truck as any heavy weapon in this game. So that'd be one of the swords I believe I found in the chest. We'll have to check that out later. Anyways, jumping back into things. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm going to try and say Basil. Apologies. Doing good, doing good. How's it going? What type of game is this? This is a pirate open world RPG. All right, now that we've gone over the comments section, we're going to jump back into the gameplay. Sorry, I always have the chat covered while I'm reading the comment section on my other window. Got that closed now, so now I can see one of you guys are chatting. All right, so we are back on Justice Island, or Island Justice Island, as this game's calling it. All right, so what we figured out so far... I need to ask the shopkeep about the map, the city map. Let me see here. Alright, so first one's here. Alice Taylor's wayward husband, who's locked up in the prison. Candles for the service is, we gotta talk to the priest about that problem. Bro, how I find a good spyglass? Honestly, RNG, get lucky. You'll eventually just loot one from fighting other ships. Doing a lot of boardings can get you a good spyglass. There's also some just located around the world map that you can find while doing quests. Yeah, I don't even have a spyglass right now because I'm on Justice Island, so I don't have any spyglass. But yeah. Honestly, it's just getting lucky while doing combat and doing quests. You will come across one. I love pirates of movies and shows, of course. Nice. I love pirates in video games. Alright, and then the other quests we've got... serves the jailer. So we gotta deliver a bottle of wine to Thomas Boyle, who's serving... as the jailer on Tartarus. We gotta sneak into the living quarters of the galleon Esmeralda during the day. The shop owner will be in his store. Apparently there'll be guards waiting for me there. And then last one, we asked the tavern owner about Teaser Dan if he knew him. The result left him somewhat discouraged. Turns out everyone thinks Teaser drowned. He'll advise me not to talk about it. Law forbids anybody from building a ship to escape. Since the rules here are basically democratic, however, there's a lot I don't like about this place. In short, I'll need to talk to the tavern owner a bit later. He needs time to process the news. For now, I should take a good look around, get to know everyone. Alright, so let's go see if we got some more NPCs out on the decks to talk to pick up quests from. We didn't really get a chance to do a thorough search yesterday. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is territory for one of the two clans. We got the tavern here. What's over here? I'm looking for the shop. I think the shop is on the other end. Down this way, if I recall correctly. Alright, we got a new NPC to talk to. George Stokes. Slays Gossip. Okay, no, we have talked to him. Last time I saw her was at our local shop. I suspect she's far from alone there. So what do we get for a quest there? Finding the map. A citizen of the city, George Stokes, told me that the map of the city can be found in the store. He also expressed doubts that there is only one copy of the map. Why would I think there's only one copy? You're looking for one where you can see the cargo and army numbers. Typically, what is actually cargo? None of the spyglasses that I'm aware of will tell you specifically what is in the ship. It might tell you, like, the type of ammo that they're currently loading into their cannons, so you can plan on getting close or getting far away based off the type of ammo that they're using. Army number, like crew size, that does come with when you get to like good spyglass. I think is the tier when it does display the amount of crew left. The important thing is that I think good spyglass is also when you can start seeing if they have musket volley or not, if I'm not mistaken. And that's really important. Alright, here's the store. What do you got for me?
What did you want to talk about?
Pedro Harato. I thought we already talked. Oh, okay, that's the home. I want to do the breaking into the store owner's house. Alright, so we're in the shop now.
How can I be of service?
Yels Baru, greetings. As I understand it, you're the very captain who survived the last storm. Allow me to introduce myself. Pleasure to meet you. So what do you think of our city in the grip of the elements, so to speak? You know, I'm not exactly myself right now. I've lost everything and everyone, so my feelings aren't the best at the moment. Thanks, bro, for the advice. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you will be able to get that spyglass. Just keep playing and literally you will find it. Especially if you do a lot of combat and focus on boarding enemy ships. You will eventually loot one either from the cargo on the ship, like looting the doors, or when you fight the captain and loot him or his treasure chests in his cabin, you'll get one from there eventually. Ship reminded me of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Yes. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a decent game as well. I love the pirate aspects of it. The only problem is I don't care for the Assassin's Creed part of it. Like the climbing up on stuff and running around, the acrobatics of it. But the pirate aspect, they did pretty good on. I've been a fan lately of playing Windrose as well. That's been a lot of fun. I've got a private server with a couple of friends that we're playing through it on. It's truly wonderful that our town has gained someone as pleasant to talk to as you. Truly wonderful. And what makes you think I'm pleasant company? That's how it seemed to me. You pray when you're scared, mate. Got it. Well then, thank you for the compliments. You're welcome. If you have any questions, just ask, of course.
It's good you've paid me this visit, Captain.
Alright, so here's Eric. Damn storm, though it's already dying down. I take it you're a new citizen of the town. Captain Peter Blood in the flesh, and a storm? That's nothing. And how would you know what's trouble and what isn't? Never mind. I'm in a foul mood today. My name's Eric. I own this shop. Pleased to meet you. Why would my response be, we will?
It's good you've paid me this visit, Captain.
Looking to buy or sell something? Mate, I heard you've got the city map. You know, I could really use it right now. I'm running around here like a blind kitten. Still haven't found my bearings. I understand. It's always like this with new citizens. So do you have the map? Yes, you weren't lied to. Sir, I really need it. Then go ahead and buy it. As usual, you'll find it among other goods on the counter. Got it. Show me what you got. Alright. So he's got... What the what? That's an expensive map. Now, it was also mentioned that it's not the only map. Same with the grass, that's expensive. Ammo's not too bad, though. Purchase price is low. I don't even think I have a gun I can use, but we'll buy some. Alright, bought more ammo, bullets than I could gunpowder, but that's okay. So it was mentioned that it wouldn't be the only copy of the map. So my guess is that there might be a copy in his quarters when we go to steal from there. I think Neptune, the map of this place really exists. I need to check the counter and see how much it costs. I just hope I can afford it. Yeah, you can't. Talk to him again about the map price? Okay, I will. I'm a little confused about this game and the original Caribbean Legend. Who is better? I know this is more new, but the other ones still have updates and have so many DLCs and new mechanics. Honestly, Caribbean Legend itself is the more updated, like, modernized game. Age of Pirates is working on it. They've basically just launched their remastered version, like their remade version of the old game, and they're starting to work on adding those quality of life changes to it. Like from what I saw recently, they are doing an update here soon that's going to require a new save file if you update to it, because it's going to make some pretty big changes. I think they said to how combat works. Let me look to make sure real quick. I swore they had something not long ago about it. I don't see it on the store page, though. Let me check the Discord. DL Discord, see if it's on there. No, I don't see it there, because that's all just Caribbean Legend itself. But I'm pretty sure I saw it not long ago. If anybody else knows, feel free to share a link to the info. But I'm pretty sure Caribbean Legend Age of Pirates is getting like update here soon that's gonna do some modernizing to the combat, which probably will bring it more in line with Caribbean Legends style, but we'll see. We don't actually know that yet. Try Dragon's Dogma online sometime. Okay, I'm willing to do that. I'll look into it. I am bringing back my First Look series starting tomorrow, where I regularly check out new and upcoming, or even some older indie games, primarily. But it's going to prioritize pirate-themed games, of course. And then on the side, we'll occasionally do some other stuff. So, like, the first one that's coming out tomorrow is a game that I originally requested to check out over a year ago, back when I was still doing regular first look videos of a wide variety of games. And the game just released, so they sent me a copy. So I was like, yeah, I'll cover it for you guys. Check it out. See if it's any fun. And then I've already got, I think, Rise of Piracy I'm going to check out next week. So you can look forward to those. All right, so let's talk to him about the price.
Captain.
Mate, have you
Now,
lost
what
my
can I do
mind?
for
That
you?
much coin for a lousy scrap of paper? Proudly called the city map? You don't get it. It's not about paper, it's about what's drawn on it. Anyways, if you don't like it, don't buy it. What's the problem? I need that map, but it's too expensive. Sir, I don't haggle. If you want to run around the city like a fool, go ahead. If not, pay up. I have nothing more to say to you about this, but I really need this map. Please lower the price for me. Friend, charity's for the church. I'm here for business. Go cry your sob stories into some lady's skirt. Don't even bother asking me. It's pointless. Well, I just might complain. Fine, have it your way. Alright. Yeah, I did find the map, but Eric Yost, the local merchant, turned out to be a damned profiteer. I can understand when maps of the archipelago or regions cost a fortune. Those are real geographic studies, but to draw a couple of ships on a scrap of paper and demand that much money for it, that's daylight robbery. Still, the shopkeeper gave me an interesting idea. I could complain about his outrageous prices to the townsfolk. It seems that women run the households here, which means they do most of the shopping. I should talk to them. Surely they know some tricks for dealing with this cunning trader. Thank you. I appreciate your help in helping me reach here, too. Because I don't know if I would have found the Portuguese spy fort in the Bay of Doom and known to work through Juanito to be able to actually get here without losing everything. That's kind of cool that they've added that to the game. Alright, so it looks like I gotta talk to a woman about these. Map.
Excuse me, but I must be going.
Anybody else here I haven't talked to yet?
No one's been able to leave the city yet.
No, that's George Stokes.
Captain, how can I be of service?
No, I've already talked to all of them. Nope, not that way. Alright, so I gotta chat with the women around here.
Your face is suspiciously familiar.
What's up, Sandra? Hello, sir. Are you the new citizen who survived the last shipwreck? Yes, that's me, Peter Blood, at your service, Senora. You're the only one who survived that storm. You're lucky, you know. Your ship hit the reefs just as the storm was dying down. By the way, my name is Sandra Gomez. Well then, let's get acquainted.
What do you want
there we
from
go.
me?
You have no idea how greedy and selfish Eric truly is. Sorry, but what happened between you two? You know, he practically wants to rob me. Are you serious? Well, not threatening directly, of course, but your Eric demanded an absolutely outrageous sum for the city map. Oh, that's an old story. He always tries to sell newcomers the map at a high price. Honestly, I don't know why he does it. Probably just out of spite. So I need to become an old-timer for him to stop raising the price? Honestly, I don't know. I managed just fine without a map, but I do have an idea. Which is? As far as I know, Eric has a soft spot out for our Monica. Talk to her. She's always happy to help and takes a special interest in newcomers. Do you think she'll help me? No doubt. Okay, but where do I find Monica? It's incredible how I can be addicted to this game, that Meier this game don't have crazy graphics, but the strategy and mission history is another level. I get bored really fast playing Skull and Bones and Black Flag. It's because the game has depth. A lot of modern games they're very intuitive. They're very enjoyable to like kick back on a couch and play for like an hour or two. You know, just run around and do like random quests. This is a game where you can sit down. You've got, you know, all these windows with all this information to kind of learn about, and you actually got to put some thought into like the quests and how to solve everything. And you a lot of times with especially these older pirate games, you got to like work with other people to figure out how to get things done, which is part of why I am loving doing this, because you guys have been a lot of help along the way with learning stuff, and I've been able to share knowledge with other people as well. It's so enjoyable to play these older games like this. Like, you don't need realistic graphics to be able to enjoy a game. In City of Abandoned Ships, secondary quests are very important to loot all the chests' wonderful loot. Yes. Yep, and I already know the safe space to store all the loot from doing Caribbean Legend. I know it's the ship. We already went out there and we got Caesar Dan's, some of the loot that Caesar Dan left in there. So we're going to be hauling everything there once we get the keys. I already know where 2 of the keys we need are to loot stuff, so we'll work on it. Alright, now where do I find Monica? After speaking with a local woman, I learned that overcharging newcomers for the city map is typical of Yost. She suggested talking to Monica Wright, as she might have some influence over Eric. Okay, where the hell's Monica, though? Let me see if I can figure it out eventually. Where would that take me to if I go over there? That's the Tartarus. Okay. Can I get over there from here? No. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Alright, save the game. Okay, so the Tartarus you can reach from over here. I believe this is the prison ship, if I'm not mistaken.
Captain, how can I be of service?
Roger, Valor, despite the storm raging on, accept my congratulations. Captain, congratulations? But of course, you survived a shipwreck and ended up here instead of vanishing without a trace. Isn't that something to celebrate? And the storm will pass by tomorrow evening anyways. Besides, it's no threat to you now. Agreed. Roger, Valor, sir. Pleased to meet you. Likewise, Captain, how can I help you? Have you been in town long? A long time ago, dear Captain. I can't say I've been here the longest, but... Were you here before Capper? What does it matter? Why is no one allowed to leave the town? There are special reasons for that, Captain. I won't advise you to get involved in this matter. Why? Because, in that case, my congratulations would be best withdrawn. You will no longer be a survivor. Even so, with all due respect, Captain, I've seen many brave souls in my time, but those I've met in this town have long since gone to meet the Sea Devil. Perhaps meeting him won't do me any harm either. In any case, does Capper have friends, a right-hand man, any helpers? He's got a whole militia of right-hand men. 4 and workmen stand out among them, though I insist, Captain, that you don't put yourself in danger. I've told too many of the same thing. Too many have stood before me just like you are now. I saw the courage in their eyes, but they're all dead now. Capper isn't immortal, is he? Who knows? Who knows? Well, thank you for your concern. Perfect. Almost every ship has 2 to 3 chests. Yeah. I think I can loot all of them except for, what, the clan's ships, I believe. All the other ships I loot out should have 2 or 3 chests to loot on them, I believe.
Leave me alone.
Admiral won't be pleased if he catches me chatting while on duty. Move along. So he's not the guard that we need to talk to. Where is the guard we gotta bring the drink to? Here we go. I think it's him.
Go away, will ya?
Gabriel, hello. I take it you're the latest citizen to arrive. That's right. My name is Peter Blood. Well then, accept my congratulations. I'm the warden of the city prison, reporting directly to the Admiral. I don't mind friendly relations with anyone, but keep in mind if you end up behind bars, the friendship's over. Yes, I understand. Do a lot of people pass through you? No, unfortunately, no one's been around for a long time. The clans keep to themselves, don't draw attention, and the townsfolk prefer not to cause any trouble. I see. Well then, good luck with your hard work of doing nothing. Tell me about it. Sometimes the longing makes me want to howl at the moon. I see. Well, all the best.
Get lost. I ain't got time to chit-chat.
What brings you to prison? Listen, is there any way to help secure the release of that drunkard and troublemaker, Maxim Taylor? I'd ask you to take that question to the Admiral. He's the one who put him here, so let him decide what happens to him next. Is there any way I could strike a deal with you? You must be out of your mind. My advice, go see Capper. Thanks for the advice. Alright, to learn the fate of Maxim Taylor, I need to speak to Chad Capper. That's the advice the prison warden gave me. Alright, can I go down to the prison and talk to him?
Go away, will ya?
Here is Maxim. Your wife wants me to get you out of here. Can you tell me what you did to end up in this place? I don't remember anything. What? Nothing at all? Seriously, I blacked out at the tavern. They say I went to the governor's mansion and picked a fight with the Admiral himself. I don't know why it would say governor's mansion here. I'm guessing translation error. Terrible. Yeah, I really ought to drink less. I have to, but it just won't work. Heh. Well, I'll be. What do we say here? Maxim said that on that ill-fated day, he got drunk in the tavern like a pig and remembers nothing. We might have to ask the tavern keeper what happened. Alright. I apologize, it's so early on, but I just started hitting the gym again this morning, and my bladder is a little bit in overdrive from working out. I will be right back, guys. Give me just a minute. Alright. Apologies for that. Even though it just made me have to go to the bathroom. If you haven't already, make sure to grab yourself some water. Definitely stay hydrated. I've also got some Freshen Up here. We'll chat about that later. Alright. Some of the ships don't have this amount, but at the end you can loot literally everything. Just don't get caught, so save before every time. Yeah. I definitely missed the perk of being able to just loot every chest without getting in trouble for it. That was definitely one of my favorite perks in the game. In Caribbean Legend. Alright. So what do we got here?
Go away, will ya?
Thomas Boyle, greetings. I'm glad you survived and are now among us. I'm the jailer. My name is Thomas Boyle. pleasure to meet you, and I'm Captain Peter Blood. Well then, we've met at last. If you're here on business, you'll want to speak with my boss. Got it.
Go away, will ya?
I brought you a bottle of wine from your friend Dominique Legrand. Have a drink, relax a bit. You've been cooped up in here for too long. A bottle of wine? Well, I'll take the wine, why not? But tell that scoundrel I'll settle the score with him yet. Didn't get that. There's nothing for you to understand. Just tell him I'll cut his ears off while he's still walking. Alright, I'll pass it on. But Dominic thought you'd be happy about it. I'm very glad. Well, I don't have time to stand around chatting. Thanks for the wine and give my regards to Dominic. Alright, I'll pass it on. Well, I did bring the bottle of wine to Thomas Boyle. However, he asked me to tell Dominic that he'll cut his ears off. And do it on the run, too. Now that's something. I need to find Dominic and let him know that Boyle is very displeased with him. Alright. He probably owes him a bit more. Now, it's closed on this side. I think I have to jump off the Tartarus in order to be able to get to the skeleton. If I recall correctly. Which side? Guess I'll jump off it. Come on, get out of the way. Alright, let me try jumping off this side. There we go. That'll do. Alright, let's find the hole. Yeah, it probably is on the other side then. There we go. Oh. New entry in the logbook. On the Tartarus, I came across a human skeleton and nearby a locked chest. If only I could find a key for that chest. That would get me back into the Tartarus. Let's go back up through the Tartarus. Alright, so now we've got to figure out... I have to find Monica. I need to talk to Dominic. I need to find the key to that locked chest. I need to talk to possibly the tavern keeper, but most likely Chad Capper, about the husband. So let's do some talking. Where are you again?
Excuse me, but I'm very late.
It's new in town. Did you hear Chad Capper lost some key that was important to him? Now he's running all over town looking for it. I see. Now, Wolfsbane did mention this key in the comments section. There's a specific key for the chest in Tartarus Crack with Hanging Skeleton. To spawn this key and start this mini-quest, first of all, you need to find the skeleton and chest and ask around about gossips. You'll be told that Admiral's searching for the key that he lost, and you should find the key before Chad Capper does. Alright. But where is this key? I don't want to fail this quest. Oh boy. Alright, who's over here?
What did you want to talk about?
Alright, here's Dominic. You know, I passed the bottle of wine to Thomas Boyle for you. Excellent. I can just imagine how happy he was. He was glad for the wine, but he told me to let you know he'll cut your ears off. Me? For what? I have no idea, but he's really angry with you. Wow, listen, please, go see him again, find out what happened. Go find out yourself. Damn, I'm scared. I think he'll rough me up first and ask questions later. Please go and find out what's going on. Alright, fine, I'll ask. Thank you, my friend. I swear, I have absolutely no idea what this is all about. I believe you. There are lands and ships. I just, right now in the storyline, I'm on a specific location, which is a bunch of wrecked ships. It's the City of Lost Ships. We're going to probably be here for a while because I'm doing a lot of these mini quests here. How many hours I put into this game already? I am 48 hours into it. The first game I played was Caribbean Legend, and I put about 250 hours into that one to beat just the main storyline. Like, just do a single playthrough of the story. Took me about 250 hours. Because these are open-ended, like RPGs, you could easily spend a lot longer just playing the game. This one doesn't have the storyline as much. It's more adventure mode. However, there are a lot of, like, randomly generated quests to do throughout the game, and there are storyline quests like what we're doing here at the City of Lost Ships. This is like a major storyline quests that we're doing. I've been working on this for a while. Let me pull up the chat again. It is. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, for the price, like, as I said, with Caribbean Legend, I put in over 250 hours just to beat it once. And that was with me focusing on the main story and getting a lot of help to, like, explain to me how to progress. This one's probably going to take me similar. Caribbean Legends, the 2.0 update comes out later this year too. And what it is it's a completely rewritten game engine for them, which is going to make the game look way better. Like, the graphics is getting a major overhaul for that game, to make it look so much nicer. Which, while the visuals don't matter to me as much in these types of games, the fact that it's getting, like, a huge graphics overhaul on a game that originally came out over 20 years ago is pretty cool to see. And the fact that the devs are still working on both Caribbean Legend, which is a remake of old Sea Dogs games, and this one, which is remake of an old Sea Dogs game as well. Seeing these games, like, being remade and continuing to get updates on them when these games are over 20 years old is really cool. But that's why they have so much playability to them, and replayability is because of how much passion the devs have put into these games, how much work. Thank you, my friend. I swear I have absolutely no idea what it's all about. I believe you. Alright, let's go back to the Tartarus real quick and ask why the guard is pissed off at this guy. Yeah, if you want to see, like, outside of this specific location, definitely go back and watch my gameplay prior to yesterday. Yesterday is when I arrived at this location, and I'm going to probably be here for a little while because we've got to solve all these quests, and then loot the whole place of all of the loot, which is going to take a while. But, like, almost the first 50 hours is mostly me sailing around, doing trade, fighting in naval combat, doing quests on land, fighting. The key of the Admiral is a pain to find, to be honest, so I replaced some files to make the key appear as a scale. But the 2 times the key spawned for me was on the very front of the Fury. Hope it can help you. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out which ship is the Fury, because I don't know if I can remember that. I'll look around, see if we can find it. But I think I do recall it being similar in Caribbean Legend, where the key, like, spawns in, like, the front portion of the ship, like, outside on the front of it. I think it was, but we'll see. I'll check there. Hopefully it's there.
Go away, will ya?
Alright, mate, it's me again, and once more it's about Dominic. What do you say? I passed your words on. He was very surprised and swears he has no idea what's going on. Really? He swore. And when he was swearing his oaths, did he by any chance forget just how the other day he was flirting with Armo Delin, the tavern waitress? Oh, Thomas must have a thing for Armo. I have no idea. Well, then go ask him, alright? This is fun. From the rumors, I learned that the Admiral lost his key. It's very important to him and is now searching all over the city. It's possible the lost key opens the chest next to the skeleton. He'd try and find the key before the Admiral does. Dominic, it seems that Boyle is displeased with him flirting with the tavern waitress. Hopefully I can find Monica and get the map soon, because that would certainly help. The one thing about this place is memorizing how to get around on the ships. Like, I vaguely know where some of the ships are just because of how much time we spent here in the other game. But it's still, knowing some of the pathways is not easy off the top of your head.
What did you want to talk about?
Mate, have you been flirting with Armo Delin lately? Well, I spoke with her the other day. There wasn't the slightest hint of flirting. It's not like I don't know whose lady she is. Ah, so that's why Thomas was pissed. Thomas Boyles, of course. I'm not such a fool as to mess around with a friend's girl right under his nose. I suppose so. That would be a bit much. Friend, do me one more favor. Again? Yeah. Go see Thomas again. Convince him that I was falsely accused. By the way, who could have done this? Anyone in the tavern could have. When I was talking to Armo, half the town was sitting there. Alright, fine. I'll try to convince Thomas you're not to blame. Thank you, my friend. You're welcome. Alright. One last time, hopefully. So I think on Fury, it's going to be like in this section, I'm guessing, when you say the front of the ship.
Leave me alone.
Wait, what? Insist that Armor was just talking and speak with her to find out what really happened. Okay, so I don't need to talk to him. First, I gotta go talk to her. Alright, so now I gotta find Armo and Monica, I think it was, or Monique. So we've gotta find Armo. I gotta find the key. I gotta talk to somebody about what happened there. So I probably have to head to the tavern, possibly for the Maxim Taylor quest as well. Save map, gotta find Monica Wright is who I'm looking for. Alright, let's make our way back to the tavern. I think this is gonna be the quicker way back to the tavern. Alright, which ship is this? This is Eva. Santa Florentina. Let me look around on this ship real quick, see if there's anybody inside. Ooh, I think this is the one where I had to catch those guys like under here. Maybe. There's really nobody in here. Yeah, I guess not. Some chests to loot later. Oh, who are you?
Well, what else do you want?
Liza. About a week, give or take. Hard to say for sure. You know, when things like this are happening all around, you lose track of time. By the way, everyone who arrives in the city must report. Yeah, I've already done that. Yeah, she doesn't have any info for me. Alright, so we came from over here, I believe. No, this is different. We're on... Tifico. So this is where the tavern is. I can at least talk to... What's her name? The barkeep. Not in here, though, but there is a chest here. Remember that. Here we are.
Listen, sailor.
Aha,
If
Monica.
you want information, head straight into our tavern. It's a real vortex of rumors and loose tongues.
Shelter anybody during the storm. Living in the city already feels like being in a cage. That's why I'm always glad to meet new people. I'm also pleased to meet new people. What can I say? Sometimes the longing is deadly, so did the Lord himself send you to us? Go on, tell your tale. My ship was wrecked and I lost my entire crew. Unfortunate. Though on the other hand, I was lucky in a way. He was outside on the front of the Fury. You can continue through a door. I don't know how to say it in English. Sorry, I'm French. No problem at all. I want to say on the stern of the ship, maybe? Sounds a bit blasphemous, but you really are lucky. Yes, I understand that.
I haven't seen a chap as handsome as you in our city for some time.
You have no idea how greedy the selfish Eric Yost really is. Wait, what happened between you two? You know, he's trying to rob me blind. Lord have mercy, this can't be. Well, he didn't exactly hold a knife, but he wants a ridiculous price for the same map. Well, that's how things go. If you have something to sell, you have every right to set any price you want, and Eric has every right as well. What a fine state of affairs. So you really need that map. Lost without it, are you? Yeah, it's tough. I don't understand a thing. Alright, I'll help you. After all, the Lord asks us to show mercy to our neighbors. Visit Eric tomorrow. I'll tell him to lower the price of that map to something reasonable. And he'll listen to you? If I mean anything to him at all, he'll listen. Don't worry. I think he'll agree. That'd be wonderful. Thank you. Alright, so now I kind of want to go to sleep till tomorrow. It seems we've managed to find the Achilles heel of our unyielding merchant, Monica Wright. Apparently they have a rather warm and tender relationship, so there's a chance the girl can influence Eric and persuade him to lower the price to something reasonable. All that's left is to visit the shop and find shop the next day once Yost has been properly handled by feminine charms. Alright, now who's the barkeep?
Well, what else do you want?
Not you. Where is she? Here we go.
Why, hello, Monsieur Captain.
What's up, Armo? Yes, I know you. That storm destroyed your ship. Well, such is your fate, and now it's tied to ours. We're all trapped on this island. Yes, I noticed that already. Well then, let's get acquainted. My name is Armo, and you are? My name is Peter Blood. I'm a captain, or rather... So you're the captain of that ship that sank. I can only imagine how your conscience torments you over the loss of your crew. Oh, I'm so sorry, forgive me. Yeah, no problem, really. No, really, it's no problem. I didn't have any crew when I came here. Not that they know. I'll call you Monsieur Captain. You don't mind, do you? I don't mind, Armo. Call me whatever you like. Hey, Armo, I need to talk to you again.
You don't say, Monsieur Captain.
Here's the thing. Your beloved Thomas Boyle thinks that his friend Dominic Legrouse was making advances towards you. Is that true? Dominic recently got quite drunk on strong ale and tried to lure the girls, me included, into playing strip cards with him. But that sort of thing happens all the time here. People need some way to blow off steam, Captain. So of course I hold no grudge against him, and tell Thomas he should stop getting jealous over every little thing. I see. I hope this finally settles their conflict. Alright, so we gotta go talk to him. Let's check the updates. Armo said that everything happening between the friends is just a misunderstanding. He didn't cross any boundaries, he just made an unfortunate joke while drunk. He holds no grudge against him. Now you need to try and convince Boyle of this. Alright. So I still gotta find Fury. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Drumgias, halt stranger beyond this point line's sacred territory, the narwhals. Only those invited by the Brotherhood. Do you know the password? No. Got no business down here. Okay, that is the wrong way. Sorry, I didn't mean to go there. I'm trying to get over here. I think, right? Or no, that's narwhal ship, huh? That's why I need the map. I got turned around. This is the way I want to go. Alright, which ship is this? Pluto. And this is... Carolina. This is Gloria. That's more like territory, I think, over there. That's the Casper clan. Where is Fury?
Captain, how can I be of service?
Alright, let me see if I can find my way back to Tartarus, at least. Tina... What's this ship? Eva... Orin... Not that way. Here we go. Here's the Fury. And then the front would be out here. Here it is. Got the key. Now I gotta find my way back to the Tartarus to talk to Thomas Boyle and to unlock that chest and loot it. Can we get back through here? Can't get out of here. What ship am I on now? Protector.
What did you want to talk about?
What's up, Felix? Past doesn't matter. No, a couple months ago, or half a year maybe. Have you tried sailing away? Impossible. Don't trouble yourself with empty hopes.
What did you want to talk about?
Alright, so no info there. Let's go. So happy for you. Thank you. Honestly, I'm surprised I managed to do it. It's... Navigating this area with without at least the map can be quite challenging for sure. I think I gotta go... How do I get back out of here? Down here? So how do I get back to the Tartarus? Let's see here. I think it's over there. So I think I need to go back over here. There we go. And then across here. Yeah, because I think it's over there, right? Or something like that. Or it's up here. So that's the ship we're looking for. Looks like I can get to it from up there. There we go. Got back here. Let's go ahead and jump into the water. Apparently it's shallow here. Alright, chest unlocked. We've got money. Damn, 353,000? What is this, like one of every rare weapon in the game? 35 to 110. This weapon looks crazy. Beretta pistol. Is this... Somebody was talking about this before. High force impact, always a good argument in any disagreement, with very fast reload time. It's one of the best pistols you'll ever find. We've even got a quad barrel pistol here. Ooh, a nautical telescope. One-of-a-kind telescope, equally suited to spotting Jupiter's moons or ships on the sea. Made by a Dutch master, lenses round from the purest mountain crystal with the usage of a tripod allows you to see absolutely everything above the horizon, including the types of cannons used on a ship or in a fort. Beautiful. What else we got? What the what? One of the three Toltec skulls, collecting all three skulls, lends the bearer strength and wisdom +5 boarding. Set +10 navigation, cannons, boarding, and defense. And you get multiples of them? Why is there 2 of each? This one doesn't give you anything anymore. I'm guessing... It doesn't do anything, though. The presence of the god Death is a jade bat, impeccable, though its purpose is rather unclear. Rats are cascading away as if it were a flame. Maybe it suggests that it still does do something, but it doesn't actually tell you it does something? I don't get it. Yeah, so these are all what used to give you bonuses, I'm guessing, but it looks like a lot of them, they completely took the bonuses away. Alright, so this one gives you +5 navigation, but -10 stealth. Ooh, so these ones got trade-offs. +5 accuracy in cannons, but -10 stealth. +10 leadership, -5 luck. +10 leadership, -5 stealth. And they really don't want you being stealthy in this game. +10 defense, +5 light weapons, -10 leadership, -10 luck. You. There's the Masterwork Cuirass. Reduces damage by 35%. Take all. Didn't I just take all of them? Oh, I don't have the carry weight for all of them, do I? Uh-oh. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't have the carry weight, so we're gonna have to do several trips. The rat god is broken, to be honest. You just never have rat problems on your ship anymore if you have it with you. So it does still work, just descriptively it doesn't tell you that it still works, essentially, is what you're telling me. Interesting. Alright, let's drop. Alright, we'll have to come back for the rest. We'll have to do a couple of trips to transport it all. Let's get... Alright. Yeah, exactly. Ah. Interesting. Well, I think we gotta go back through the ship to get out of here, so we can talk to Thomas on the way. You have the best spyglass, all-game nautical telescope. How you get that? Here in the City of Lost Ships, or City of Abandoned Ships as they call it. It literally, I just got it from one of the chests. So you gotta get to this location and then you get it as a reward.
What the hell do you
What's up,
want?
Thomas? If you're on business, please speak. Mate, it seems Dominic hasn't done anything improper towards Armo. How so? He says he was just talking to her and wasn't hitting on her in any way, but I was told you shouldn't let gossip guide your friendships. Yes, you're right. Well then, I trust Dominic. Tell him I apologize. It seems I've behaved unworthily. Yeah, it really does seem that way. Thank you for getting involved in our business with Dominic. Always happy to help. Alright, so we can talk to Dominic on our way to go unload our items and then come back here to loot the rest of that chest. Yeah, I got it from the chest next to the skeleton underneath Tartarus in the City of Abandoned Ships. You have to find the key, and which is at the front of Fury. You can see everything with that, bro. Good. That'll be very helpful.
What did you want to talk about?
Looking for someone. Settled everything with Thomas Boyle. Excellent. What did he say? He apologizes to you for his unworthy behavior. I think even with the Nautilus, you still won't see like what the cargo is, but you'll get told like whether or not there's something valuable on the ship is the most you get when it comes to that. Unless this game's different from Caribbean Legend, how the spyglasses work. Behavior, that's Thomas. I'd recognize a friend anywhere. Peter, I'm forever grateful to you. Say, is there any way to turn endless gratitude into something a bit more tangible? I'm not even sure what I can give you. I know. I'll give you a key to the chest. I think you'll find it useful. I suppose so. Well, that's just perfect. Thanks again. Don't mention it. Alright, so now we got another key. So we still gotta do... tomorrow we can deal with the map. And then when it comes to getting her husband out, I still don't know how to do that. Let me go talk to the tavern person. Then we still need to get into the living quarters. And then candles for service, we gotta do that as well. This one is actually a very long quest line. What you're looking for is a quest line called Kill All the Beggars. It's one that a gentleman called, I believe his name was Oliver Trust, gives you. But it's one that I have been working on for quite a while. You'll want to go... I couldn't tell you exactly when it started, because it's been a while that I've been working on this quest line. Because there's actually quite a lot to do, playing through the Kill All the Beggars quest line and dealing with Teaser Dan. We went through a whole sneaking into Fort Orange on Jamaica and helping Teaser Dan escape there, where we had a huge battle, and then escaped by working with pirates and I think an English captain, and then we had to find the Portuguese spies' fort, and then we worked with them to get us ready to come here. It's a big quest line. It's a lot of fun, though. Alright, so we need to get back to the tavern, which is gonna be... which way here? Here we go. Let me see if we can get any info about our buddy that got drunk, Maxim. Not, I might have to go talk to Chad Capper about it.
It is an honor to have you in my establishment.
Alright, so he doesn't have any info. I'll try and go talk to Chad. If not, we might wait till tomorrow to do some of the, like, in-game to complete some of these quests. Because I need to do the shopkeep. Is there no way to get there out to the quest line? Start on your nation, greatest town, Tortuga or France, Port Royal for England, Williamstead for Netherlands, etc. And yes, it's Oliver Trust. Yeah. So yeah, whatever the capital is for your nation, look for a guy named Oliver Trust out on the streets, and he'll give you the quest line for Kill All the Beggars. Okay, so we need to go talk to Chad Capper. He's gonna be back this way, I believe. Yeah. Might not be able to talk to him until after the storm's passed. Let's see. And we'll swim over to our ship to do our first inventory unloads. Yeah, he's not here anymore. He's probably gone to bed. It is 8:15 p.m. So let's go out. Drop some stuff in our safe chest. We'll empty our inventory of everything we have on us. I might have to talk to Alicia again about her drunk husband. I'll stop by there on the way back into town. Alright, so I don't need anything that I don't have equipped on me. Definitely don't need that. Let's get rid of the rum. I don't need any extra wine. We'll keep the mixtures on me as like my healing potions, I guess. We'll let's keep. These are all for like ship combat stuff, so I won't keep any of the skulls on me right now, I guess. They don't really benefit me on land. Interesting that it gives you 2 copies of Rat God. does the Holy Amulet do again? +3 stealth, yeah. So let's keep one of those on me. I did not mean to do that. Damn it. Rat God won't matter till later. Alright. Not necessarily the nation's quest line, but just your nation's capital is where you'll find Oliver Trust. He'll just be out on the streets walking around. He's basically just like looking to hire somebody to help with the job of killing all the beggars in the Caribbean. So you gotta talk to him, and then you gotta talk to the beggars to figure out what's going on with them. And then through solving that quest line, then you'll get to how to like work with Teaser Dan, who's pretending to be a beggar, and then you'll figure out how to get out here to then do this quest line. Alright, so I gotta get back to Tartarus so I can loot that chest again. I meant to stop and talk to Maxim's wife. Let me go back and do that real quick. We got time to kill since it's now nighttime. The other thing I haven't seen yet is, where is the priest located? What ship are they on? If I remember correctly, it's going to be one of these ones over here. So I'll head back out this way and see if we can find where the priest is, because there was the chapel on one of the ships. Oh, because it's nighttime. I can't talk to her. Alright, let's wait till morning. Just locked her door for the night. I just want to go there for the spyglass. You are locked in on that spyglass. Don't fixate on it too much. You'll get a good spyglass. You can even get a quality spyglass, like whatever the next one is. I think it's excellent spyglass before ever coming here. Like, I already had one of those.
What do you need?
Alright, so she doesn't have any more information for me about her husband's situation. But it is morning now, so I can at least try and talk to Chad Capper. Oh, big stretch, buddy. Artemis, come here. Come here, kitty. Hi. Come say hi. Hi, big boy. All right. Want to go, buddy? Go ahead. He's too energetic right now. Ooh, is the chapel on this ship? I think it is, based off of this. Yes, I think it's going to be on Gloria. The priest might be here, based off of that. Yeah, here we go. We found the right place.
Seek God, not only in times of need, but also when the joys of life are upon you.
Give praise to our Lord Jesus Christ for your salvation before the storm passes. I give thanks, Padre, and I'm grateful for the honor of prolonging my wretched existence a little longer on this mortal earth. My name is Peter Blood. I see, my son, that your soul is troubled, for one must not lay the blame for one's misfortunes upon the Lord. Father, tell me one simple thing. For every stroke of good fortune in life, we thank our Lord, but when misfortune strikes, we have no right to blame him. How does that work? My son, are you without sin? No one is without sin. That's right. Our shepherd leads his flock through many snares. Tell me, do you keep his commandments? I wouldn't say so. So why are you angry with the Lord when he tells you do this and you refuse? When he asks, do not do that, and you do it anyways? His flock is like children, defiant before their father, each one thinking they know everything about everything. Give praise to the Lord for his blessings he has granted you. You're right, Father. I thank our Lord for my salvation. All right, and don't blaspheme again. I won't, Padre.
We all tread under the Lord's righteous gaze, sir.
Let's see here. I have a question for you, Father. I don't think these are what I need to know. What's this island? I know that. Is there anything you need help with? Yes, the parish is in need of candles, and it's been a while since any have arrived in the city. Help me bring 400 candles. And where am I supposed to get them? If I knew where to find them, I'd have gone myself. Good luck, my son. Alright, Father, I'll start looking. If you need it, you go look for it. Search diligently, my son, and the reward will be worthy. I understand. It will be done.
May you be blessed by the Lord.
I have a question. No. I need to find a certain citizen. No. I should make a donation. 5,000. To the congregation, thank you, my son, for your generous gift.
Seek
No.
God, not only in times of need,
Why does he
but
still have a
also when
question
the
mark
joys
or an
of life
exclamation
are
mark?
upon you.
Interesting. Alright, but we need 400 candles. Well then, let's start searching, especially since the Holy Father promised a substantial reward for my efforts. Alright. So we found that on Gloria. Bro, this spyglass is another level to get in the original Caribbean Legend. I don't remember how you can see everything in the ship, believe me. I mean, let's see here. I've got a video right here where I have that spyglass. Let's pull it up real quick and let's see what we can see. Hello, Indie Game Fanatics, and welcome to... Alright, so... see if my spyglass section... So even with the Nautilus spyglass, this is all the information you get. You get the ship, you get the amount of crew, you get the wind speed, the distance, the cannons, how many and what type, the ammo they're using, which nation they're with, you get the captain and whether or not they have musket volley, and then you get their skills. You do not get exactly what is on the ship as far as cargo goes. It will pop up with a message, though, when you leave the spyglass that will tell you whether or not there's something valuable on the ship. It'll say in the top right corner, like, this ship has something valuable on it, or this ship doesn't seem to have anything valuable on it. So that way you know whether or not it's worth capturing the ship to try and get valuable loot, if that's what you're primarily looking for. Sometimes though, if it says they got something valuable on it, you're going to like board it and stuff, they'll start dumping their cargo to try and get away from you. Yeah. That is the Nautilus spyglass usage right there. In Caribbean legend. Oh yeah, it's very helpful. But even some of the lower spyglasses will give you most of that information. Because the most important things, honestly, in combat, there's 3 things which I consider the most important. The first one that you get early on is the amount of enemy crew. Because in most instances, if you're going to board a ship, you want to have a higher number of crew than them. Especially if you have musket volley yourself. The second most important is whether or not they have musket volley. Because if you have less crew than them and they've got musket volley, they're going to wreck you. And then the third thing is going to be, like, what type of ammo they're currently loaded, because they'll tell you if it's safe to approach them or not. Like, if they're loading up bombs, you want to get away from them so that they switch out the bombs to ammo that's shooting longer range. You can force them to constantly reload their guns by going in and out of range of them, like up close and far away. Wolfsbane Art, we were just discussing the spyglass because they're very interested in the Nautilus spyglass that I just acquired from the chest with the skeleton in it, or next to it. Alright, so let's go see if we can talk to Chad Capper today about... well, we gotta go to the shop to talk to the shopkeep. And we gotta try and talk to Chad Capper about Maxim and his drunk ass. See if we can get him out of jail. Oh, we opened it? Yes, yeah. I found the key at the front of Fury and opened that chest.
What the hell do you want?
John Workman. Ah, a new citizen. I suppose the storm won't keep us from getting acquainted. I'm John Workman, part of the local militia. Greetings. And what's this militia you're talking about? The militia keeps an eye on everything here. Basically, they're the authority in the city. I see. It does. I'll have to go back to the chest to show you. I gotta get back on the Tartarus to loot the rest of the stuff from the chest still. It does contain the 3 skulls, 2 copies of them. Which those are pretty cool. Admiral, I'd like to help Maxim Taylor. Well, bring him a bottle of wine. Heh, that works too. But I want to help set him free. No way, that's not happening. Enough, the whole town is sick of him. He'll rot in his cell. Are you planning to kill him? I have the right to do this. But no, he just got a life sentence. Damn, what did he do, Admiral? Please tell me. Alright, I'll tell you. But I don't see why you need to know. That brave soul pressed a knife to my throat and demanded I let him go home to Plymouth at once. God bless they didn't nerf the chest. I mean, I don't know, because a lot of the items in there don't have the buffs anymore, so I don't know the purpose of those items being in there other than having, like, small monetary value. And being heavy in weight, so I've got to make multiple trips from the Tartarus just to get them to the safe chest. He was drunk and doesn't remember a thing. Maybe you could understand his situation and forgive him? No. He'd better not count on that. By the way, I've already informed his wife Alice, a drunk and a troublemaker belongs in jail. I don't care about that toothpick he was waving around here. I reckon his knife would sting you no more than a mosquito bite. But what worries me is that he loses control of himself when he's drunk. What if tomorrow, after another visit to the tavern, he decides to set some ship on fire? In short, Taylor needs to be kept away from society. Damn, looks like you're right. Alright, so how do we do this? Well, Maxim Taylor really got himself into a mess. Turns out, after heavy drinking at the tavern, he showed up at the Admiral's place and held a knife to his throat. Honestly, it's a miracle Taylor's still alive. It seems he completely loses control of himself when he's drunk. How am I going to deal with this? Yes, I remember there are a lot of amulets in the chest that do not work anymore, but at least it still has skulls. Yeah, the skulls are pretty cool, but they only matter in, like, naval. They all have naval stats, so I just had to throw them all in the chest right away. All right, let me get back to the Tartarus so we can do another run of items, but I'm going to swing by the shop on the way so we can see if we can get the map for that discounted price. Helps that we actually have the money. I could afford the full price now. This game have amulets, but you cannot equip them. I don't know if they're going to put available in the future. I don't know if they're going to do that, but in this game, amulets, if they do give you a benefit, they give it passively. So it's just a matter of having them in your inventory. So like this holy amulet's in my inventory, so it's giving me +3 stealth. A lot of them used to give much higher values as well, but they got nerfed. And a bunch of items that used to give bonuses don't anymore. I think it's they're trying to possibly adjust the difficulty of the game by messing with tweaking the values of the bonuses that you get from items. We'll have to see as they continue to update it what they're going to be doing there. But yeah, that is something that happened. All right, who are you? Why do you got a mark? It's Armo. Listen, Armo, do you remember the evening we talked about this? I remember, sir. Please tell me how it all happened. There wasn't much to tell, really. Okay, Taylor sat with us for about 3 hours and left dead drunk as usual. I see, one slipped away. Arm in arm with Giles Baru. So Giles Baru walked him home? Yeah, right. Aha, thank you, darling. Alright, so now we gotta talk to Giles about this. Thankfully, he's right here.
Excuse me, but I'm very late.
I mean to ask you that. Alright, I need to speak with you about Maxim Taylor. I'm listening. I heard you left the tavern together on the day that he was arrested. What happened? How did he end up in the Admiral's residence? Sorry, but what's it to you? The thing is, Maxim Taylor will spend the rest of his days in a cell on the Tartarus. As punishment, the Admiral gave him a life sentence. Well, would you look at that? Exactly. I care about the fate of the Taylors. That's why I want to know what happened. Damn, I never thought it would come to this. Explain your words. Oh, how should I put this? Well, I was just playing a little prank on the Admiral. He's gotten on my nerves with all of his rules. What does Taylor have to do with it? It's not really about that, to be honest. We were just drinking together that day at the tavern, talking about this very thing. He kept complaining that his case had been ruined unfairly. That his case? Well, when Taylor and I staggered home, I took him over to the St. Augustine and suggested he voice his grievances to the Admiral's face. That's exactly what he did. Oh, not bad. Though I can't say it looks very proper from a moral standpoint. I realize I didn't do the right thing. That's why I'll go see the Admiral and tell him it was just a very unfortunate joke. Alright then, excellent. I'll go to Capper as well and do my best to get Taylor released as soon as possible. Alright, I just hope the Admiral doesn't finish me off. That's unlikely, you haven't broken any laws. Alright, as it turned out, it was Giles who sent the completely drunk Taylor to the Admiral to cause trouble. I need to tell Capper everything, maybe he'll let Maxim go. Hopefully. Any skulls? Yes. God bless us, didn't nerf everything. Okay, yeah. I'm caught up on the chat. Alright. So we gotta talk to Capper again. Let me go grab stuff from the Tartarus first, though. If I can remember how to get over there. Yeah, City of Abandoned Ships, or the game calls it sometimes City of Lost Ships, which is why it's the title of this stream. Because that was the last thing the game called it, was City of Lost Ships. Yeah, City of Abandoned Ships, I think, is the more proper name for it. Now, I don't need to go this way. I need to go, I think it's... How do I get back over Tartarus? I think it's out this way. Yeah. There we go. Go loot the chest again. And we'll chalk with Capper on our way back. Take all. There we go. We got the rest of the items. Yeah, so like this one doesn't do anything. These figures are all interesting because almost all of them give you negative stealth, but they're good for combat at sea. So I'm gonna have to like work on like some of these having to put on like when I need the stats and put away when I don't. Like minus stealth, minus leadership and luck for defense and light weapons. Like very interesting. And of course you got the Master of Crass, which is beautiful. Don't worry, Maxim, I'm working on it. By the time I finally grab the map, I'm not going to need it anymore. Actually, where is the store so I can get it? Finish that quest up at least. I think it's on the other side. Yeah, it's on the other side. Let's go talk to Capper first. And dump these items, then we'll go to the store. Map. Oh, what the hell? Where's Capper at? Why is Capper not here? Wasn't trying to go outside. Trying to loot this chest. Since nobody's in here right now. Ugh, I ran out of space. You have to come back here. A lot of ammo, though. These must all be militia.
Leave me alone.
Alright, let's go dump my inventory. Then I'll go to the store. Alright, hero items. Alright. Now let's head to the store to get the map. Do I have the key for here yet? Nope, that's closed. Game says you can capture colonies here, but I do, and only gives me the option to... It gives me the option to sack, plunder the colony, not to capture it. You know how that works. Unfortunately, that's not part of the game I've gotten to yet. That is something I'm planning to do once I get back from the City of Abandoned Ships, is to work on building up a fleet so that I can start capturing colonies, sacking places. I think realistically, the only capturing of colonies is more like during your nation quests. I don't know how capturing colonies for yourself honestly works. I haven't played with that mechanic yet. Wolfsbane Art, if you're still here, feel free to let him know. He'll know how. But it's not a mechanic I've played around with yet, capturing it for myself. But I know, like, during nation quests, you can capture colonies for your nation as well. But I know you can capture and, like, hold places, but I'm not sure, really, how that works. Uh-oh. You're not really sure either? Alright, let's get to this. Actually, might as well finish looting this chest. Nope. Open the door. Open the chest. There we go. There's such a thing as world pause. None of any nation can't capture other colonies, and the player too. Only after you complete a national quest line, this world pause disappears. And any nation, the player are able to capture colonies. Okay, so you do have to do the nation's quest line. The national quest line to then unlock the ability to capture colonies.
Keep your nose.
That kind of makes sense because that's where the game like introduces like the concept of capturing colonies, I assume. As I said, it's not something I've interacted with yet, but I will be working towards that. What do you want? Don't bother me with trifles. Admiral, I've learned something about the circumstances of that business with Taylor. I've had enough of you. Listen, it was Giles. He sent Taylor to have a heart-to-heart with you. Is that so? Aha. He promised me he'd talk to you and apologize for his ill-timed joke. Well then, that changes things a bit. I suppose I'll give Taylor another chance to settle down. Admiral, I believe that's a very wise decision. I'll send a militiaman to the Tartarus to see Gabriel, and you can visit Alice and tell her I'm releasing Maxim. Excellent. I'll do just that. Thank you, Admiral. Alright, so now we're going to get another key. Alright, so I'm going to have 3 keys now. Is that all of the keys, or is there a 4th one? I can't remember from your message. An A nation and the player are able to capture colonies. Let me see here. Dashboard. Comments. You just talk about the Tartarus chest. Yeah, how many keys are there? 3 or 4? Alright. We'll have to see once I finish up these other side quests if I can unlock everything yet and start just looting everything. Because this will be my 3rd key, getting Maxim out of prison.
Your face is suspiciously familiar.
Alice, the Admiral will set your husband free. My God, is it really true? How did you manage to do it? Well, I found out a few things and told the Admiral. Chad agreed to give your husband another chance to settle down. Excellent. I think after a shakeup like that, he won't be drinking like that again. I really hope so. You've kept your word, and I'll keep mine. Here's the key as promised. Thank you. I really do need it. But keep in mind, you shouldn't go rummaging through other people's chests. If you get caught, you're done for. I understand that, thank you. The only other thing I think that might give me a key would be, this one. Maybe the Esmeralda one with Pedro, where we split any money we find equally. Maybe there's a chest there, or a key there, tied to that quest. Alright. So we gotta find 400 candles, which I'm sure we'll find while looting chests. We've gotta get the map. And then we've got to help him break into the Esmeralda. Outside of that, we just have the barkeep to talk to about Teaser Dan again. I read in an online guide that you can assign an officer as governor of a captured colony, but first you must unlock the colony capture mechanic through the national or pirate quest line. You confirmed. Yeah, so that probably is how you do it. You gotta do the national quest line, you unlock the ability to capture colonies, and then when you capture them, you can assign officers as, like, governors of those colonies to kind of, like, run them for you. That way you're not locked in on doing them. Now, how do I loot this chest with her standing here? That's a lot of ordinary spyglasses. And a shoe. Nobody wants a shoe.
Captain, please.
Okay, so no. Don't want to loot that. Not while she's standing there. I won't worry about it right now. We'll come back to loot your chest. Alright, so let's go get the map sorted. I gotta get to the shop. I think is the ship. Yes.
The best goods for mere pennies.
Listen, mate, Monica Wright asked me to talk to you again about the city map. Alright, I'll lower the price just this once. Thank you. And how much are you asking for her now? Let's handle the buying and selling in the agreed manner. Alright, as you say. Looking for a regular supplier of candles for the parish. So the one who talks to God has finally decided to loosen his purse strings. Tired of sitting in the dark? Is he? Hard to hold mass without candles, I suppose? Should have bought them from me earlier. Now the price has gone up. 500 church candles will cost 25,000. Actually, I only need 400. Alright, deal. Send the whole shipment to Gloria. Listen, These aren't just candles. Many folks in this godforsaken place are starved for faith and hope. The grateful parishioners will surely appreciate any contribution to their spiritual life. But if they find out who's to blame for missing candles... How much? Are you out of your minds? Let's try the second option first. Not enough allure. Ah, not the allure again. Alright, you miser. Deal's a deal. Send the whole shipment to Gloria. I'm not sending anything anywhere. Put the money on the table and take your goods. Do I have 400 frickin' candles on me now? Please tell me they changed the carry weight of candles. I'm a bit overweight. Oh, it's not gonna make me slow down, though, like it does in the other game. It just allowed me to go overweight. Alright, so let's get to the church, turn this in, then we'll get the map. Oh, now I'm slowed. As soon as I left there, I'm slowed. The world becomes more dynamic and colonies start changing nations because all nations can now capture enemy colonies too. Yeah, I've heard about that. Colonies start swapping hands pretty often then once that starts happening. And you can capture colonies, but be prepared to defend them too, because they will attack to take them back. There you go, here's your candles.
Seek God, not only in times of need, but also when the joys of life are upon you.
Excellent. You fulfilled the task completed, my son. Now we'll have enough candles for church services for a long time. I'm glad I could help the parish, Father. About that reward for my efforts? Yes, of course. Just as promised, I think you'll feel the changes in your life here yourself. Go now, my son. Yes, Padre, thank you, though I'm not quite sure what for. What did he do? Did he really give me nothing for the candles? Did he really rip us off and be like, "Hey, you know, did a great deed. You'll be rewarded in heaven." All right. Let's go drop items because we're at. Oh, okay. He took all 500 candles too? Rude. Alright. Let's go back and get that ship's map then. And then we'll do the Esmeralda stealing stuff.
Greetings and salutations, Captain.
All right.
Now, what can I do for you?
Ah, much better price for the map. Okay, we've got the map. My first time seeing this item, golden brooch. It's a pretty item, but it doesn't do anything. So we got the Admiral key, common key, and simple key. Here's the Justice Island map. Why is the Justice Island map not in English? This is almost useless to me. Well, I'm glad, you know, so, like, I know that this is the Admiral's ship over here. This is where we have our safe chest. I mean, that must be Tartarus. And then I know, what is it? One of the clans is over here. So you're here or there. And the other one is over here. So you have to leave fleet to defend your city. That's something I don't know for sure. As I said, I haven't experienced that part of the gameplay yet myself. so I don't have a lot of knowledge on it because I intentionally play these games mostly blind. I just have like bits and pieces of information that I've kind of learned over playing the Caribbean Legend games for, the last 300 hours of, these Let's Plays. I've played 300 hours between the two games now, over 300 hours, and over time people have shared information with me, so I know bits and pieces of that just because of, information people have shared, but I don't have personal experience with it. Alright, so we got the map. So we gotta do the sneaking into the living quarters on the shop on Esmeralda, and we've got to talk to the barkeep again about Teaser Dan. So let's save and do the sneaking onto Esmeralda quest. Save. Okay.
What did you want to talk about?
Right. I'm ready to step through that intimidating door. Excellent. Well then, shall I open it? Yeah, open it. The door is open, you can go through. Great. And what about you? What will you do? I'll wait for you here outside. Alright, wait here. As far as I know, there's going to be, like, guards here. Hello. Hey, you. What are you doing here? This warehouse is under our protection. We are Ravados, and we will be slaves no longer. This island is our home. We are free as you... That is a nice-looking axe. If it weren't for those damn Caspers... Wait a minute. Is it the Caspers keeping you locked up here? I don't care who you are. I'm here for the loot, so stay out of my way. Now it's plain to see you're new blood, and there's a lot you don't know. Oh, this is Eddie Black. Interesting. The Caspers are our sworn enemy under Chad's command. They wiped out nearly our entire clan on the Protector. I managed to get some of my people out. Our time for revenge will come, I don't doubt it. The question is, whose side are you on? So this is the Ravados, then? Yeah, no problem. I'm always willing to share any information that I have with anybody who asks. And, of course, there are other people that hang out here, like Wolfsbane Art, who have more information that can help out along the way. If you're ever truly stuck, though, in the game, I highly recommend going to the Discord server. I know for Caribbean Legend they have one. I'm not sure about Age of Pirates, if they have one set up specifically for that game yet. I do really need to look into that. But I should have a link in the description of the stream for the Discord server for Caribbean Legends, and maybe you can ask over there about City of... Age of Pirates. If there's a better place to ask information for that game, for this game specifically, and somebody can help you out there. That's where a lot of the veteran players hang out, is on the Discord server. So the devs run their own Discord server for Caribbean Legend. If your clan was wiped out, it means you were a problem for someone. Right now, you're a problem for me. Catch my drift. I'm not fond of the Admiral too, but who knows what tomorrow will bring. Trust me. I know how Chad operates. I'm sure you'll see it for yourself soon enough, my friend. Be careful. Yes, I have a guess why you're here. Here, take this key as a sign of peace between us. Eddie Black respects his friends, but don't touch anything here. Yost trusts me and is taking a big risk by hiding us here. Don't tell anyone about us. Thank you, Eddie. Won't say more than I should. Good luck. We've gotten the complex key, so we've gotten 4 keys now. Now, he said don't touch anything here, but I'm sure I'm supposed to, like, steal the stuff here outside of their line of sight. They do have one. I think the Discord is linked via Steam. It's Recon Team, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it'd be Recon Team as the devs for this game. Let me check the store page real quick. See if they do have the Discord linked. So we got the store page here. Yeah, they do have one linked here. See if it pulls it up. No, that one links directly to the Caribbean Legend Discord, so it links to the same Discord. So Recon Team doesn't have their... Oh, wait. Yeah, no, this is Age of Pirates. So Recon Team has the Steam page where it links to the Caribbean Legend Discord, not to the Recon Team's own Discord or a separate one for the game. So I guess ask over in that Discord. Did I get away with it? Yes, I did. I gotta find another chest and try and loot it. Game is very new. I don't have any tutorial or guide in internet. No game similars have a lot of guides, but this is special or nothing. Yeah, the game's very new. The player base is very niche, and Recon Team, the devs of it, have definitely made enough changes to it to where like old guides aren't as helpful. So it would definitely be helpful. That's part of the reason why I'm doing like this Let's Play, and then after doing the Let's Play, I do plan on putting out some either tips videos or guide videos to help out new players with this game. I just recently put out a tips and tricks video for Caribbean Legends. That's the first one that I've put out. I'm going to be working on a video explaining the combat system in both of the games separately. It's going to take some time, though, because I work full-time. I do this content every single day, so I don't have a lot of free time to work on additional videos, but I do that whenever I get some free time. So I will be working on more content to help put out more information for these games for people. But that'll be a while before I get around to it. So definitely it's a good idea to maybe head over to the Caribbean Legends Discord at least and ask there for more information. If there's not any veteran players there that have the info for this game, then maybe they'll at least know where you can go to ask for anybody who does know how to do it. I can try to link the Discord I found. I really think it's specific to Caribbean Legend. You'll tell me. Yeah, because the Discord that I'm familiar with is the Caribbean Legend Discord. And that's this one here. The Caribbean Legend Discord here, where you can go to the tavern and ask questions of other players to get information. But they don't really have anything specifically for Age of Pirates here. It's mostly focused on that. I mean, they did the announcement for it with the game coming out because they are acting as like the publisher to help get this game out. But I don't know anything beyond that as far as like what Recon Team does specifically. Yeah, no problem. Well, I didn't expect anything less. Anyone can see you're a fine warrior at a glance. Now let's split the loot, mate. All in all, I found 270,300 in there. Half of it is yours, just like we agreed. Well, that's just fine. Glad it all worked out in the end. Take care, mate. If you run into trouble, you know where to find me. Most certainly. And yeah, it looks like looting the Esmeralda actually gave me a second copy of the map, which is funny. Alright, so time to pay the bartender a visit. I think he's finally ripe for it. So we've done, as far as I'm aware, all the other side quests. So now we gotta talk to the bartender. And now we probably have all the keys. Should I talk to the bartender or should I loot all of the ships first? I'm gonna try talking to the bartender. If it tries to move along the story, then I'll just reload and loot all the ships first. This one, and the principal dev is reactive. He helps me a lot when I was stuck. Nice. Okay, if you have any issue with linking it, let me know, because YouTube sometimes is funny about that stuff with people sharing links. Let me pull up my YouTube channel, my actual live feed, because I'm just looking at chat through OBS. I'll make sure I don't have anything going to stop you from sharing the link. If you have any issue with sharing the link, my Discord should be in the bottom there. It's not very active, but just hop on there and drop the link in my Discord, and I'll post it in chat for you. That's probably gonna be the best way to do it if the link doesn't show up in chat. Just let me know, and I'll go grab it and throw it in the chat.
We've got the softest beds in town, I
All
swear.
right, Hill. We agreed you'd give me some thought about Teaser Dan. Yes, I've thought it over, but I can't talk about it here. Let's meet in my wine cellar after midnight. And where is this wine cellar of yours? Well, I call it the Hold out of habit, but really it's just one of the cabins here. You need to go out onto the main deck of the Florin, and from there enter the quarterdeck. Understood. Alright then, we have a deal. Don't linger, I can't wait for you long. Understood, I'll be there for sure. Alright, so I got about 12 hours till I need to meet him there. Okay, sounds good. Well, let's see here. I'll be streaming 4 to 8. Yeah. My girl's gonna start streaming at 4 o'clock. We'll be wrapped up before then. Alright, so I'm guessing I probably should be looting before I meet with the barkeep. So let's go ahead and work on that. So that is clan-controlled ship. Don't want to loot there. So let's look for stuff to loot here on the tavern ship. It's going to be a chest in here, if I recall correctly. Yep. Ooh, this is going to take a bit. Holy crap. That's a lot of carry weight. This is going to take many trips to get all of this. Alright, and that's going to be clan territory as well. Alright. Let's do some hauling. This is the fun part. Didn't find a way to put... Okay, that's fine. Works. Okay, so recon team. Okay, so that's their Discord. Copy. There we go. I'm gonna actually use that too. Join that Discord. Push. There we go. All right. There you go. So yes, Consultee, that probably is going to be the best place for any questions that you can't find online somewhere, or anything that I can't answer. Ask them in the Discord, the Recon Team Discord. Those are the devs. They are going to be the best people to help out, since they know the game in and out. After stream, I'm going to go back and I'll throw that Discord link on all of my videos so far for this game. Help people out. Alright, hero items. I basically gotta just throw everything I got on me. I don't have any reason to be carrying ammo. I don't even... the amulet. I'll tape the amulet. A little bit of stealth can help, since we're stealing items sometimes from in front of people. Alrighty. Yep, see you in the comments section. Have a good day. We'll be here just looting Justice Island for a while. For the... Swimming. Alright, we can go up here. Is this the store? We were at the tavern before. I should probably stick to one ship at a time for looting so I can keep track of what I've looted and what I haven't. Man, I really miss that Tano figure now. Give me that back. Come on, Recon Team. Add the Tano figure that's in Caribbean Legend. Make my carry weight 500 something. That way I make far less trips here. Alright, back out to the store ship. Alright, so we probably got 3 more trips to finish unloading this ship. Or at least that chest in this ship, I should say. 'Cause that's just one chest, but just happens to be all the potions, which are heavy. We still got 3 more trips after this. Ugh, why is rum so heavy? I think I'm gonna leave this chest for now and come back to it later if I want to. Because we got a lot of healing potions off of it already. There's a lot more valuable loot elsewhere on these ships that I want to try and get my hands on. I know the idea is to loot everything, but I might actually intentionally like prioritize just things of value and then loot the other stuff later. Like that was just 65 bottles of rum is enough to fill up my inventory and carry weight. It's crazy. So I'm going to prioritize looting ships and then we can worry about other stuff. Alright, is there anything else to loot on this ship? There's a chest here. Alright, we got some money. What are cursed pearls? Rare black pearls, sacred to some, cursed to others. Minus 50 luck. 13 minus 50 luck pearls. Well, now my luck is out. There's a bunch of money. Noble attire. There's grass. Oh my god, there's like 21 of these grasses. Jade masks. Let's fill up my inventory. Alright. So we'll unload this chest, because this is more valuable stuff. Pretty sure those black pearls are something important later on, like in value. They're for a quest or for something. That's crazy. They each have minus 50 luck. I gotta do 2 more trips to empty this chest. The good thing is this got a lot of gunpowder and ammo in it, which is a good thing because it saves me from having to buy it from shops constantly to keep our officers stocked up with their ammo. I was starting to run low on my in my chest on my ship. Alright, we're 3 of those grasses short. I'm not going to worry about getting the other 3. Prioritize other chests now. I know I'm not min-maxing by saying that, but we still got a lot of other loot to collect. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to get into the chest that's in front of her. If not, if I recall correctly, there's not really anything of value in there. At least not that I saw. We'll go hunt for other chests. Let's see if there's any more chests on this level. Can't go any further down. Can't go up there. That's it for this level. Why am I not? Why can't I go back? There we go. Holy crap, I was stuck. Alright, she's not here right now. For some reason. So we'll just go ahead and steal from her. Yeah, like nothing here is really worth the money, the wait. I don't recall if it's safe on this ship. I think this is clan territory. Could be mistaken though. Chest, I don't see anybody. Or spyglasses, coral. That's a lot of coral. I still don't know if coral's really useful for anything. But there is a lot of cheap spyglasses on this ship. A lot of cheap spyglasses. Let's go dump our inventory.
Listen, sailor. If you want information, head straight into our tavern. It's a real
Can I
vortex
just
of
jump off
rumors
the
and
ship
loose
here?
tongues.
Yes, I can. That way I don't have to go back through her residence to get out here. It might be only San Gabriel and Valesco that are considered planned territory. At least I don't see the devs made changes to it. Okay. Oh, that's good. Is coral really used for anything in this one? Should I be bothering to collect another, I think, 2 loads of coral? I may have to move on to something else. Jeez, I got 3 more loads of coral to do. Probably not, it's just junk. Alright, that's kind of what I figured it might be. I couldn't recall if coral was, you know, a crafting item or if it was just a junk item. Because I haven't really come across any crafting recipes for the most part yet. But I have to imagine there's some more. I just don't know them yet. But they don't seem to have the recipes for like sale in the shopkeeps like they do in Caribbean Legend. So I'm guessing they're either like quest tied or something else. But I'll ignore the spyglasses and coral for now. Let's see if I can find anything else of value on this ship. There's still one more area I haven't checked yet. Can I get up here? Yes. Just in here. No, it's the same place though. Your crafting system is less usable, only for ammo and something like that. Okay. So like I have it for buckshot and for paper cartridges, and that seems to be about it so far. At least for now. Hopefully they'll update it. Yeah, hopefully. Alright, so that's it on this ship, it looks like. Like, I don't think I can go on this ship, can I? Yeah. Nope. We gotta get off here. Go around. So this ship I can't get on. So let's loot anything else in this store we can loot. We looted in there. We took the goods from his quarters. I'm guessing the store itself is going to have chests we can loot. Is there anything out here? No, but that's how we can get to the Tartarus. Out here. Aha, beautiful. Alright, sapphire and rubies, I know we need. Lead balls. Guardsman cuirass, that's a different one. 28% damage reduction. Okay. Another noble attire. Oh, that's a bunch of cuirasses. Okay. Well, I can't take any of this stuff. Let me go unload, and then we'll come back for the rest of this. A little bit about Contrash, head dev. He started Age of Pirates project a long time ago, but that moment it was known as Reconstruction, what I remember. Okay. It seems like basically maybe they got a second kind of wind after the release of Caribbean Legend. At least that's what it kind of feels like. Because I'll have to check now that I have their Discord, but I'm pretty sure I saw before that there is an update coming as well. He tried to implement some stuff from another Corsairs game, History of Pirate. Very old mod for original Return of the Legend game, and he tried to adapt some quest lines from there into Age of Pirates. Interesting. I've never even heard of some of those. Another Corsairs game, History of Pirate. A very old mod for the original Return of the Legend game. What is Return of the Legend? It sounds cool. I kind of let myself get sidetracked there while I was swimming. Alright, let's see if we can find the other chest on this ship. It's gonna be right here, isn't it? Ugh. Can I even loot that during the night? I think he just turned and looked at me. Might not get away with this.
Stop right
Yep,
there, you
he
dog.
turned and looked at me. Darn. So, for example, he experimented with... Okay, my brother, History of Pirate, had a French character with a quest line. So, Contrash tried to adapt it for City of Abandoned Ships in his project. Interesting. Alright, turn away, please. Okay, want to look over here? Thank you. Let's take the quad barrel
Stop right
pistol.
there, you
Damn
dog.
it. Look away long enough so I can steal the pistol. Corsairs Return of the Legend is predecessor to City of Abandoned Ships. Basically the same game, but with much less quests. Okay.
Stop right there, you dog.
Damn, okay. I think I can loot this chest even with him looking away. Is there somebody else in the room looking at me? No. So why am I getting spotted here? Just because of the value of the item and my lack of stealth skills? There we go, we stole it. Alright, so now I need him to walk away again so I can loot whatever's in this chest. Or is being behind him gonna be enough? Let's try it out. Yes, got it. Alright. That should be about everything of value in here. I need that rat skill so much. I know, right? Give me my rat skill. Or at least to take all button? Yeah, because the fact that while you're looting in a chest, the NPC can turn around and spot you means that you got to be really quick on the trigger when it comes to looting what you want. I mean, there's the take all, but when you're trying to loot, you know, because of your carry weight, you're trying to loot the high value items. This is not easy to do. All right, let me go unload again, and then we'll try looting the next ship, because that's the store ship done. I'll check on Gabrielle, the church ship, next. Loot that one. I'll check to see if the tavern has another chest on it. Does Tartarus have another chest worth looting besides the one with the skeleton, which has all the high value loot? Alright, hero items. We got the quad barrel pistols, that was pretty good. Got all these. Amulets and rings, crasses, merchant attire, noble attire. Those are worth money. Alright. Right back. I gotta run to the bathroom. BRB. Probably not. The only chests left are in prison on both floors. Now imagine looting all underwater chests again. Yeah, spoiler, you are going underwater in this one too. Oh god. And is there underwater chests to loot as well? Please tell me there isn't. Please say no. This game is such a a pain without that Tano figure. This is the kind of downgrade in a game that makes me not happy. Alright, so we looted the shop. Check Gabrielle to see if we get any good loot off this ship. And then prison down both floors. I've already got 2 rat gods. I don't know if I need more rat gods. Anybody here? I don't see anybody. Candles, a bucket, and a shoe, so not really anything worthwhile. They're the same, probably. There's a wreck out too. So there are the chests underwater that I gotta loot. Alright, there's a rack out too. I really wish CL 2.0, but even more I wish for Diego or Patterson questline in Caribbean Legend. Yeah, that would be fun to have quest lines for those guys. But I am very much looking forward to CL 2.0. That's going to be so much fun. Alright, let's go into the church side. Doubt there's anything out here on this ship. Oh, there's a chest. Very basic weapons and more cuirasses. I don't really need those. One of our chests probably have only money. I don't really remember if there's anything besides some nerfed amulets. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, the amulets are... A lot of them are nerfed to where the carry weight doesn't really make grabbing them worth it, because I noticed they aren't even worth much money. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Where was I? I was on this ship. Any chests in here to loot? There is a chest. Not lootable. Okay. You'll need 1 mil or 1.5 mil to leave the island? Damn. Maybe devs nerfed this some. I mean, If I need it, I need it. We'll get it. We're already over halfway to a mil, so we're doing good. Alright. Anything worth stealing on this ship? Oh. This is the banker, isn't it? Damn it. I kind of figured. It's taking too long to loot that.
Stop right there, you dog.
I think it's how close he is, maybe, or just the wrong angle. He's turning too soon. About this chest. Got that one. Alright, so I gotta wait for him to walk away again from this corner. We got the money. So we're up to 3/4 of a mil. Fine, go away so I can get the gems, because I know I need that shit for upgrading ships later. Yes, go over there. Perfect, perfect. I took too... Oh, I got it. I figured I was screwed, because I messed up that one part, but we got it. Alright. Half full on carry weight. I'm going to go back and dump again before we head to the prison ship, or to check the next one. Thank you, thank you. Impressed I got that. Let's go dump my gems. Clear out 60 pounds off of me, and then we'll head for the next ship, see if I can find anything else worth stealing. I will choose to believe that that amulet's +3 stealth is what helped me out there. I really wish I could have wore my rags to this island. That would have helped out so much, getting that +20 to stealth. Alright, so all that was here was the banker. Alright, so I still have this ship to loot. I believe I've looted this one already. Ludo? Actually, I don't think I have yet. But it is 9 o'clock, so now stuff is getting locked up. Shoot. Alright, let's head to... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get on to most places now because of the time of day. See if I can get onto the prison ship, which is far end of this ship. The option to go to the safe chest before visiting Chad, dump everything here, and then go to him. What do you mean? We're gonna go visit Hill at midnight. Okay, let's see if I can loot the prison ship first. Oh, you're both here, huh? What is it, a shift change of the guards? Is it a good time to go down here then? And loot this chest? There's not really anything of value in here. Alright, Boyle, can you get away from this chest, please? Thank you. Now, how do I steal from here with the guy sitting right there? At the very beginning, when you arrived on the island, you could have taken everything important with you and put it in Defender's chest before visiting. Oh, interesting. See, I thought I would lose everything upon arriving. Not that I could take stuff with me, throw it in that chest, and then go talk to Chad, who would then demand everything you had on you, which I did notice in the dialogue afterwards. But, like, having the rags would have helped some, but it definitely wouldn't have, you know, solved every issue. So how do I loot here with this guy sitting here the whole time? Calm down, you don't need to shoot me. Does he go away at any time of day? Let's see. Give him another hour, is he gonna go away? Nope. Okay, so loot him later. Or loot this ship later. This last chest. Because it looked like this one had some money in it, which would be a good thing to grab. Alright, so let me get then to the tavern ship so I can meet up with the tavern keeper. The only ships left really that I know I need to loot for sure are going to be that chest, which had like quite a bit of money in it. And then I know I haven't looted the chests on Chad Capper's ship other than the one that had all the ammo in that top deck room. The one chest. I haven't looted the chest that's in front of him yet. Alright, so tavern is over here. Yeah. The room I'm looking for, he said, would be... Where at? His wine cellar. Also, I can see what's in this chest while we're here. Well, that was interesting. What is this weapon? Crack-a-mart. Heavy weapon. Okay. 25 to 91. Not the best, but interesting. Alright, so this is wine cellar. Where is it? It's not gonna be out here. Well, damn. Do you mind going away? Ooh, what is up here? Hello. Not that interesting. Merchant suit at least is worth some money. Nothing else here is really worth it. 18% armors, we got plenty of those. Take them just because they don't weigh a lot. Okay, so this is on the Fury. Alright. So where the hell is the wine cellar on this vessel? He said it's one of the rooms on the ship. Is it this room here? Is this considered his wine cellar? Oh, the sniper rifle, yeah. I'm assuming this is his wine cellar, since it's also where he keeps his excellent wine and his rum. This must be where he meant for me to meet him. Midnight in his makeshift cellar. It's one of the cabins on his very ship. To get there, I need to go out on the deck and head to the stern, yeah. This the meeting where he told you to go to the cellar at midnight? Yes. So I'm just gonna step outside, wait till midnight, and go in there. I assume that'll load the meeting. Wait, should I go behind the barrels or lampposts now? Like, go back here now? Wait here? Be inside, probably the script will work anyways. Okay. I just know sometimes you gotta be, like, outside the zone before it hits midnight. It can be after midnight. Opposite side? Over here? Why do I want to be hidden here? I thought he was supposed to meet me here. Or is it something that's going to take place on the other side of that wall? Good work. Okay. Oh, it's midnight. Here he is. Okay. Let's see.
Succulent food, refreshing beverages, and cozy bed at your service.
I'd like to hear from you. You haven't told anyone about Teaser Dan during this time, have you? No, just as we agreed. That's good. Now let me share the conclusions I've come to on this matter. I'm all ears. You probably already know that the city law forbids building anything you could sail away on, so I can't fathom how Teaser managed to secretly put together some kind of boat and even make it all the way to the mainland on it. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to speak with Teaser about this myself. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have learned all the details on the matter. Yeah, it's a pity. Well, let's focus on what we've got. And what we've got is a mystery that needs solving as soon as possible. Before we do anything, we need to understand in detail how Teaser managed to get out of here. And then what? If the townsfolk find out that Teaser made it to the mainland, no doubt many will want to follow his example. But before you say anything about Teaser Dan, you need proof to back up your claims, but your word alone isn't enough, Peter. Oh, this one is not the dialogue I thought about, but yes, it's not the last encounter in this cellar. Next time somebody will be behind that wall and you'll be eavesdropping. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. You need to head to the flute Fernando de Funder. It's an extremely dangerous place. The ship's split in two and it's a wonder it's still afloat. But that's exactly where Teaser Dan spent a lot of his time. I believe that's where you will find the key to Teaser's secrets. How do I get there? You'll have to swim. The flute doesn't dock directly to the city. The closest ship to the Funder is blah, blah, blah. You'll find a spot between the two vessels. Yep. Be careful aboard the San Gabriel. That bark belongs to the Casper clan. Got it. Listen, can you at least give me an idea of what we're looking for on the Defunder? So this is where I can get into the actual Defunder ship, like the interior. If only I knew. Let me remind you, we're looking for proof that poor Teaser Dan managed to reach the mainland. You know, I've already been to the Defunder, and I found Teaser's chest there. Among other things, there was also a very interesting letter inside. What kind of letter is this? Read it yourself. Here, take it. Well, how interesting. He writes, since we prepared for a long time and very thoroughly, so he wasn't alone. Yes, it seems you're right. Heh. No doubt about it. I knew Teaser pretty well. He couldn't have built even a leaky raft if his life depended on it. He just didn't have hands for it. But if he actually made it to the mainland, then his helper must be a real expert in shipbuilding. That's for sure. Why, that's our carpenter, André Labeur. Here's what you should do, mate. Go find him. Talk to him quietly and calmly. Tell him about Teaser Dan. He probably doesn't even know that old vagabond actually made it to the mainland. Is that really necessary? After all, Teaser's letter already proves my point. That's better, but still, it's completely unclear how Teaser managed to pull off something like this. I don't think we should demand the law be repealed without having a concrete alternative to offer. Why? As soon as we lift the ban on shipbuilding, we'll be right to it. We'll decide then what and how to build. It's not that simple, Peter. We have to give people hope and purpose, not just the right to tear the city apart as they please. If we lift the law, we must immediately pass a new one to build one ship for everyone. I suppose you're right. Interesting. I remember, Andrew, be prepared for the same outcome as the Keymaster in Williamstad. Keymaster in Williamstad. The same outcome as the Keymaster in Williamstad. Oh, I'm trying to remember, but isn't it where he, like, backstabs us, basically? Like, he makes the key, but then he also turns us in. And so we have to then get away and then go back to him and be like, yo. He tipped you off to the guards, and Andrew will too. Yeah. So he'll tip us off to the militia. Lovely. Let's not forget the Admiral is hardly going to stand there, scratching his head in confusion while you talk, demanding the repeal of a law introduced by Capper and zealously enforced by him is a big risk. We'll have to convince the Admiral we're in the right, and I don't think that'll be easy. Why isn't it easy? How should I put this? Sometimes I catch myself thinking the Admiral isn't all that eager to leave this place. Interesting. Anyways, that's just my speculation. We'll come back to it later. For now, go find Andre Labor and discreetly find out everything you can about his involvement in the Teaser affair. Alright, I'll do just that. I need to find a certain carpenter in the city. According to Hill, he was the one who helped Teaser Dan build the vessel that allowed him to reach the mainland. Alright. Where do I find him, though, is the question. Alright, so we're going to loot the prison ship later. Is there anything else on... Oop, I don't want to go that way. Don't be happy about that. Are there any other chests I can access here during the...
Get lost. I ain't got time to chit-chat.
It's like I can't access the interior at all. Don't see anything up on the deck there, and I'm pretty sure we've already looted this chest, right? Now, there's a fire iron, some sapphires. I'll take those. Nothing else here is worth it. Alright, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to wait till daytime to find the carpenter, since I can't access most places during the night. Let me go dump my inventory from carry weight, and then we'll wait till morning and then start searching for the carpenter. Water's very calm right now. I can see underneath. Ah, yes, I recognize this sunken ship. Where's the chests? Let me loot them now. Can I access this now? Nope, still can't access the interior. I probably need to talk to the carpenter first for that. So eventually we gotta go through here to do the underwater stuff. Alright, let's wait till day and then look for the carpenter. Alright. Underwater will be much later. Beforehand, you'll be detained with carpenter. Yeah, I figured. I still got a bit of the story to go. Where do I find the carpenter? You go see if I can loot some off this ship while I'm looking for him. Assuming he'll have an exclamation mark at this point. Anything to steal off this ship? One cat. Thank you.
Leave me alone.
You have no business. Leave now. You got 5 seconds. Time's ticking. Okay. Clearly can't loot that. There is the chest. What is it here? Okay, we got that chest. It's back here. Okay. Not really much of value here. And we've already looted this chest. Yeah. Alright, so we looted the chest inside by him, we looted up there, and we looted the chest in there. There's the private quarters. That guy will kill us if we're there for more than 5 seconds, so I'm not going to worry about that. Right now, let's find the carpenter. Places he might be. Church, tavern. Check church first. Early morning service. Haha.
If you need someone who's good with his hands, then I'm your man.
Peter Blood, at your service. Where are you from? Back in the day, I apprenticed under the shipyard master on Tortuga, and later served as a carpenter aboard the frigate Andromeda. Sadly, we ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. What happened? So much happened, sir, so much, and all at once, can you imagine? First, the slaves rose up in revolt, and then right in the thick of putting that down, we were attacked by bounty hunters, because we had someone on board they were after. A fierce boarding fight broke out, and then a storm hit. Or rather, it was as if we were swept straight into the storm zone. After that, our frigate struck rocks, or reefs, started taking on water and went down. I grabbed hold of an empty barrel and managed to lash myself to it. That saved my life. I drifted on the ocean for a whole day before washing up here. Daring. You really want to get out of here, don't you? And you think that's possible? I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing. If I had the chance to craft something like that, I'd definitely give it a try, but it's forbidden by law. Or maybe we try it together. No, mate, I'm out. With our admiral, you could end up at the bottom long before you weigh anchor. Yeah, well, it was nice meeting you. Take care.
Let's
Now
get
we're going
down
to talk to him
business.
again. Question for you. Got anything to tell me? No. Question for you. Storm.
I can do anything. Well, within reason, of
Everything's
course.
fine. Hey, can't you build some kind of vessel, maybe a raft or a little boat? Heh. Do you even know the law that's forbidden? Come on now. You helped Teaser Dan, so help the rest of those in need too. Teaser Dan? Oh. You've really surprised me, mate. Teaser Dan is dead. At this particular moment, yes, but before, no. They haven't updated this dialogue. Teaser Dan is alive. As far as I know, when I left him at the fort, he was still alive, being treated medically, but still alive. Ugh. Something's not right here. You know what? Let's talk about this somewhere else. Do you know where the Corvette Protector is? Go there and wait for me in the cabin. I'll follow after so we don't walk around together and draw suspicion. Corvette Protector. Sound thinking. I've got news to share that I reckon will make you mighty glad, so don't keep me waiting. I'll be there, you have my word, alright? I'll be waiting for you on the Protector. Damn it, I don't even know where the Protector is. I wish the map was any help. But the map isn't in English, so that doesn't really help me. Right, that chest isn't worth anything. Alright, I'll figure out what ship it is. Pluto. Florentina. Fury. Protector should be somewhere near Flurry, or it is this one. Yes, it's behind Fury. Okay, cool. I think it's the front of Fury, right? Yeah, so this is where the key was. It's behind Fury. How do we get behind? Out this door. Eventually, let's check up here for any loot. not leave my money there. Take the map of Guadalupe, though. Starting to rack up some maps. Alright, so here's the protector. Back cabin, there should be a wave protector. Yeah, I found it. Flintlock musket? Hell yeah. Oh. Whew, okay. What the hell? Stop pretending. Andre told me everything about your hints. What an idiot. Okay, yeah, this is where he turned on us. Oh, there we are. I'm guessing I gotta kill Gil here. He's a law-abiding citizen, but for you, you'll have to tell me everything about Teaser Dan, or tomorrow the Admiral will be dealing with you. So he doesn't know yet. Well, that's just wonderful. I'm afraid you'll have to die. He tipped you off, Tommy. What? Andre to me. Ah, so the carpenter's on the lookout? That's excellent, too. Oh, wait, I gotta fight both of them? Lame. The fuck? Alright, so I gotta juke that shot. Well, that sucked. Blunderbuss from short range, classic. Yeah, as soon as he pulled it out, I was like, ah, oh, come on. That was some BS right there. I didn't get a chance to slow down and react. I definitely gotta approach him quick, but I gotta get the slowdown off and start parrying immediately. So I can loot the chest safely. It's as soon as I finish looting the chest, that's when they come at me. So exit, slow down. It's gonna dialogue. Slow down. Get in his face. Ugh. Oh, they are. Come on, swing at me, buddy. There we go. Nice crit hit. But now I don't have the carpenter to help. So I'm guessing I gotta go back to the barkeep at this point. Scoundrel brought a militiaman to talk to me. I'll have to draw my weapons, damn it. Okay, so probably get a quest log update when I leave this room. Could you imagine wanting to carry around 89 cormorants in your pocket? Never. Yeah, I got really lucky with that crit hit at the end. That was beautiful. Alright. So we killed him on the protector, where I'm not likely to be caught. Can I get inside the lower area by dropping down here? Can you even drop down here? Oh, wait, there's a chest here, though. Nice. There's rags here. I should have come to the Protector first and gotten the frickin' rags. That's what I should have done. That would have been helpful. Now I know. Rags on the Protector to loot. Two of the citizens went missing. We should resolve it somehow. What if I don't want to resolve it? Just kidding. Let me make sure there's no chest tucked around back here. This ship. Nope. Okay. I don't like that the logbook doesn't update from here. Actually, what is up with this logbook entry? Translation for half the sentence is missing. Captain will just resolve it for you by killing you and the bartender's ass. Well, what does that mean? What am I supposed to do now if he's just gonna kill us? Go bartender first. Yeah. It's not my fault the carpenter decided to turn on us. He deserved it. Frick. Alright.
Succulent food, refreshing beverages, and cozy bed at your service.
Listen, here's the thing. What happened? Well, I talked to the carpenter, that Andre fella. He asked me to go to the cabin of the Corvette Protector. So I went there, just waiting for him, you know, just chilling. Not suspecting a thing. And that freaking guy, he went and brought a militiaman to have a word with me. Had to send them all to the next world. You know, didn't have a choice. Devil take it. Unbelievable. Well, this is the end for you now. Listen, do me a favor. Don't tell anyone it was me who put you up to this. You're done for anyways. But I'd still like to keep living. Man, act like a man. No one will kill me because no one even knows it was me who did it. Well, except for now the bartender. They didn't have time to tell the Admiral about me. Are you sure about that? That's what the militiaman himself said, right before I killed him. Well, that's better. Though I don't see no reason to relax, the Admiral's no fool, he'll figure you out. And what do you suggest? I suppose we should blame it all on one of the clans. Ooh. The Narwhal clan, they're a bit weaker. Let's blame the weaker one. And how am I supposed to do that? I can't just go to Chad and say, it wasn't me, it was all the Narwhals. The senior members of the Narwhals clan have an amulet bearing an inverted 5-pointed star. Get the amulet, take it to the Admiral, tell him you found it at the scene of the militiaman and carpenter's murder. So how am I supposed to find this amulet? In the bow of the galleon Valesco, there's a cabin where the Narwhals keep all sorts of junk. It's like their storeroom. Wait for one of them there, and when a Narwhal shows up, kill him. Now all that's left is to figure out how to fool the guards and sneak into that storeroom and make it out alive? I've heard our moneylender doesn't just hand out coin. He somehow knows the clan's passwords too. Maybe you could try buying a password from him? I don't have any other ideas. I don't really want to get involved with him. I see. Try to get that info from Pedro. He's always looking for loopholes on ships. I'm sure he'll have something useful to say. Thanks for the idea. What's up, Pedro? Okay. I'm gonna leave this one here for now. We actually did quite a lot. The only chests left that really interest me are the one... There's that one on the prison ship that the one guard's sitting in front of. You said he'll die later, so then we can loot it. Otherwise, he's always there. And then we looted all the Admiral ships. So there's just that one chest, really, on ships. Oh, and clans' locations are a bit different. Narwhal's on Valesco, Casper on St. Gabriel's. That's why Easter Egg and CL when Mary Casper tells Aunt about creating her own clan if Charles don't return. Okay. And then I already found out what happened to the Ravados. They're being hidden by the shopkeeper. They're guarding his loot for him, and he's holding them in his ship, in his private quarters. I found Eddie Black down there. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it here for today. Made a lot of progress. Obviously, still have quite a bit to do, but got a few more hours in. I'll pick up with this tomorrow. Hopefully, the next couple of days aren't too complicated. We can get through this portion of the game without too much difficulty, I hope. If not, we'll figure it out by next weekend. And then keep in mind, this was my last Monday off. I am no longer off on Mondays. It'll now be Wednesdays when I can occasionally stream. And I am going to be streaming on the 20th, my birthday. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed. And I will see you again tomorrow. Always a pleasure, Wolfsbane Art. Always a pleasure, man. Yeah, no problem. I gotta go do some chores around the house and get dinner ready. Because the next week's gonna suck because of the day off change. So I gotta work 5 days, get 1 day off, then work 2 more days before I get another day off. Not looking forward to it. And I gotta go back to working Mondays, which are typically the heaviest mail day of the week. I haven't had to work them in a long time, so really not looking forward to that. But, oh well, that's life. So, have a good one. Catch you later.